Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The first verse from the 17th chapter of Ashtavakra Gita. Tena jnana phalam praptam yogabhyasa phalam dadha truptaha swachhendriyo nityam ekaki ramate tuyaha. We have seen it yesterday. In the second verse, the teacher says, Na kadachit jagatyasmin tatpadnyo hanta kidyati yata ekena tenedam purnam brahmanda mandalam. Na kadachit, never. See, asmin jagati, in this world. See, tatvadnyaha, the wise person, na khidhyati, never becomes miserable. What practice we have to do? How to practice? I was in a school talking to the children. And then I asked them, I said, hey, suppose somebody wants to be first position at a national level, what he has to do? Tell one by one. So the standard replies, one should study well, one should study hard, they should know the correct answers. I said, okay, now all the questions and their correct answers are known to your teachers. They taught you. And they are going to evaluate. So will the teacher come first? No. Then? Now tell what should be the criteria to be first in the board examination at a national level. They got none plus. We don't know. I said, array dumb, simple. They have to appear for the examination. Unless we appear for the examination, there is no possibility of our coming first in the school or class, is it not? Therefore, be very attentive. Therefore, every experience of our life is our spiritual examination. See? And what is the spiritual examination on the spiritual path? We have to learn. Normally what happens? We teach. See? When you are at the learning end, your approach will be different. When you are at the teaching end, your approach is different. See? It's so important it is. A learner is eager to learn. A person who knows halfway here and there, he starts teaching others. There was one man running fast. Other was following him. Catch him, catch him. So people thought he is some thief. He was caught. And both of them were So people ask, what happened? What he has stolen? He has not stolen anything. Then he was telling me Vedanta. Therefore I was running. See? Then he asked, why were you running? He used to come to my house and teach me. I could not run away from my house. Therefore, when I met him on the road, I ran away. Friends, Vedanta, when it is digested, it becomes silence. When the Vedanta is not digested, it becomes a lecture as I am giving. We start teaching others. See, friends. So, if what we have learned, it will be assimilated in our life. When the food is assimilated, it doesn't come out from the wrong end. See, if it is not digested, assimilated, it comes from the wrong end. Ulti. So, na kadachit jagatyasmin tattvadnyo hanta kidyati. The wise man, the one who is established in the truth, he is never miserable. Now don't worry about anything, whether Guru is inside or outside. The thing is, Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Rapuratmana. We are our Guru and we are our disciple. If we cannot learn from ourselves, who can teach us? This is a very simple thing. This is such a common example you can see. When the food is in the plate, where is the hunger? Hunger is in the plate or in the pet? Then that food must be lifted from the plate and put inside the pet. Then hunger will go. Guru is outside. Where is the doubt? Is in our mind. So that external Guru must enter our mind. And what external Guru was telling, he was teaching. What internal Guru helps us to learn. Na kadachit jagatyasmin tattvadno hanta kidyate. Then yataha. Now what is the reason? Why the wise man is never miserable? Yataha, because ekena tena idam purna brahmanda mandalam. Because he knows the whole world is nothing but my own expanse. Therefore he is not hating or miserable because of anything. The infinite cannot be reduced nor can be improved. That is his experience. Now to understand it, take our day-to-day example. Very simple examples. That which is included in the definition of our I, to that we don't hate. Okay. Like this Shurpanakha, you know Shurpanakha? Those whose nails are like the Shurpanakha. Shupa means that one, Nakha means the nails. There are ladies and girls, their nails are so big. And when they come and do namaskar, they nocho my feet. See? So when the nails are attached to their body, they are so beautiful. And if the nail is cut for whatever reason, will they keep it as a nail of the great lady of the India? No, throw it away. That which is including everything in I never is hated upon. Therefore, yataha ekena tenedam purnam. He had this experience. Mai eva sakalam jatam, mai sarvam pratishtitam, mai sarvam layam yati, tad brahma dvayam asmiham. The water knows oceans are born of me. The water knows waves are born of me. The water knows the clouds are born of me. And therefore, water doesn't have liking or disliking for any one of them. Because what is the experience of the water? Mai eva sakalam jatam. Everything is born in me. Mai sakalam pradishtitam. Everything is sustained in me. And when the clouds burst open, they come back to me. Is it not our day-to-day experience? I open my eyes, then I see what is written in the book. Then I close my eyes. Where it has gone back to my eyes. Be very attentive. This very subtle thought. Effects are born out of the cause. If we want to establish an effect, we have to first find out what is the cause, and vice versa. So when we go to the doctor, we don't tell him the disease, unless we are Indians. Indians know everything. See? Who is an Indian? He who is expert in everybody's job except his own is Indian. So, we go to the doctor, and what we tell the symptoms. Symptoms are effects. From the symptoms, the doctor arrives at the cause. If this is true, then colors and forms, they are the effects. And what is the cause? Cause is the eyes. So when eyes are closed, no colors and forms. When eyes open, colors and forms are born. So when I am looking at the world, seeing everything, and when I close my eyes, where they have gone? They have gone back to my eyes. Then when the sense organs are closed, where they have gone? They have gone back to the mind. When the mind is sleeping in the deep sleep, where the mind has gone? It has gone to the life. And what is life? Life is the expression of consciousness. Bhagwan is like a child enjoying the bubble gum. What the bubble gum children do? They keep on banging. And when sufficient texture is created, pop, it comes out. And when others, hey, stop that. Oh, go ahead. Is it not our day-to-day experience? What is sleep? Everything is absorbed. All our achievements, failures, friends, enemies, everything is absorbed. And when again day begins, everything comes out. It is incessantly going on and on and on. This is known to the wise man. Mayeva sakalam jatam. So, like colors and forms cannot exist without the eyes, sense organs cannot be without the mind cannot be without the eye cannot be without being conscious, and conscious cannot be without being consciousness. Everything comes out of me, everything goes back to me. Yataha ekena tenedam purnam brahmanda mandalam. See, friends, to recognize this in our scripture, there are many techniques given. One is the technique of the laya prakriya, dissolving. See, yached vang manasi pradnya tad jached jnanatmani mahati niyached tad jached chante atmani. See, first of all, yached vang manasi pradnya. Dissolve your speech in the mind. Mind is the cause and speech is the effect. Then dissolve the mind in the I. Meaning, mind should not behave the way it wants. It should be under my control. Then dissolve the individual mind in total mind. Mahati. What is total mind? Total mind is our individuality is dissolved. Meaning what? Spiritual practice begins with this understanding. We are not extraordinary. Whenever anything extra is added to us, we are samsari. See? Man is extraordinary. No. Husband is extraordinary. Man is ordinary. See, so whenever something is added, extra, we become extraordinary. How simple it is. Therefore, when we are thus able to understand, let the speech be silence, it goes back to mind. Let the mind be controlled by the individual I. Live under the guidance of viveka, wisdom, discrimination, not getting carried away by the personal likes and dislikes, whims and fancy. No. Normally, what is our life? Whatever I like, I do. Whatever I don't like, I don't do it. But what is the truth? Whatever I like may not be good for me. Whatever I don't like may be good for me. So who is guiding our life? Our personal likes and dislikes, or our good, in what our good is? That is our approach. So we come from the individual, from the mind to the individual. That is viveka, discrimination, I. At this moment, a seeker is born. See? When we are born as anybody, from our parents, this body which is given to us by our parents is meant to be destroyed. But when a seeker is born, he never dies. See? So who is the seeker? He who has understood this. First of all, from the speech, come to the mind. From the mind, come to the I. Now here, what is happening actually? We see the world, देखो सुनो और बोलते जाओ. Keep quiet. No need. If you just observe this, when 5, 6, 10 people come together, if one person starts one topic, immediately everybody wants to put his input, and then that talk becomes a fish market. Because we want to get into it. Therefore, our sadhana is dekho suno mat bolo. No need. See, yached vang manasi prajna. Therefore, this is one of the most important spiritual practice. Don't talk unless it is essential. Because mind is the cause, speech is the effect. Mind is unmanifest speech, and speech is manifest mind. See? Then, if we keep this in view, that we are working for our good, not for our liking and disliking. How to practice that? Living at zero complaint level. No complaint about anything, anybody. Let us not give ourselves any choice. Minimum choice, maximum happiness. Now this individuality, that I, who is walking the spiritual path after being born as a seeker, then what he should do? Tad yached mahati atmani. Now jo thari rahe so mari rahe. O Lord, thy will be done. See? Individuality has to be dissolved in totality. And what is totality? Totality is where individuality disappears. See? So, less of I and more of we. How simple it is? See? And then that Tajjachet Shanti Atmani. From there onward, Lord takes over. You don't have to worry anything. So what is Shanti Atmani? You are at peace with yourself. See? Truptaha swachendriyo nityam ekaki ramate tu yaha. We are at peace with ourselves. Yataha ekena tenedam purna brahmanda mandalam. He who has come to discover this, therefore, he is never miserable in this world. So these two verses, two important principles are brought out. In Panchadashi, there are 7 stages through which a seeker has to go. Avidya, Avarana, Vikshepa, Paroksha Jnana, Aparoksha Jnana, Dukkha Nivritti and Sukha Prapti, Nirankusha Trupti. 7 stages. So, ignorance, then avaran, covering, then vikshepa, agitation. These 3 things put together, somebody is born. Then what that somebody has to do? Go for satsanga, paroksha jnanam. Whatever we hear in satsanga, it is only heard from somebody, no experience. Then aparoksha jnanam, start working on that, aparoksha jnanam. Whether we are abiding in our essential self or not, what are the symptoms? 2 symptoms. Dukkha nivritti, never miserable. Tatvajnaha na hantya khidyati, he is never miserable. And second thing is truptaha, nirankusha trupti, ever content under all conditions. This is Ashtavakra Gita. See, Bhagavad Gita is so sweet. For anybody, I want chocolate. Okay, you go to chapter number 7, you get chocolate. I want to play kabaddi. Go to the 11th chapter, play kabaddi. Here, straight away. See? Therefore, as much Bhagavad Gita is popular, Ashtavakra Gita is not. See, it is not meant for any Tom, Dick and Harry. Now, continuing further, Najatu Vishaya Kepi Swaramam Harshayantami Sallaki Pallava Pritam Iva Ibham Nimba Pallavaha. See? Swa Aramam, he who is at peace with himself. His condition is like what? Na jatu vishaya harshayanti ami. All the worldly enjoyments and objects, possessions, etc., they cannot make him happy because of their presence or absence. Like example is given. An elephant who has enjoyed the sweet creepers, will he ever be attracted towards the margo leaves, the kadwa neem? He who is enjoying ice cream, will he like to eat after ice cream? Acha, ek karala dena. No, he will never like that. In the same manner, he who has discovered the joy of being, he will not run after to become happy because of something. No. This is a causeless bliss. See? Therefore, great Mahatmas, they have nothing, yet they are content. Their contentment is not because of the possessions or relations or achievements or failures. Their contentment is the ultimate. See? And this is the experience of everybody. The difference is the wise people know this. The otherwise people, although they are in the same experience, they don't recognize it. It is called as Pratyabhijna. Pratyabhijna is recognize your own being. It is not the product of doing anything. Therefore, na jatu vishaya kepi swaramam harshayantami. All these worldly objects can never give us fulfillment. Be very attentive. If we observe our own life, what we used to like at a particular time, after some time, our interest in that thing dies away. A simple rule. This we have to learn. I tell you where I learned this rule. It was in Norway I went, and one of my friend, his son-in-law, he had a very beautiful accommodation, a singular wooden cabin type of house, all alone, nothing around. In front there was a huge lake, sweet water lake. And just at the other end of the lake, there was a big wall kind of mountain, like a picture post. So near the lake and around, up to some level there was greenery. Then after some height, on the same mountain there was no vegetation, only rocks. And again on the top portion there was ice caps. So when I went there, Kumbhaka, so thrilled, how beautiful it is, how beautiful it is. Then I told my friend, I said, hey, go and get whatever you have to do, I will like to sit here. How long? After some time, chai ho gaya kya? And then I went inside, had nice tea and everything. One day gone. Evening again we went, sat there, walk around. Third day, fourth day, as the days were passing, then used to be very good, nice. It looks so nice, is it not? Should we take a picture? The day when you take a picture of something, understand you are lost interest in that. That is why if you love somebody, never take a picture. See? So, then still 2 days were to go. I said, my God, 2 days more. Then the topic changed. What is there for the lunch? Don't get that dhokla, yaar. I don't like that dhokla. The very name is so horrible. Do you know why I like dhokla? Don't like dhokla? I was traveling from Somnath to Ahmedabad by bus. We were about 20-30 of us. And I was sitting along with the driver in the front and all the people behind. And because of whatever reason, we had to stop near a tree. We stopped. There was another truck also, he stopped. And the driver of the truck was a Sardarji. And his handyman was a Gujarati. And Sardarji told him, hey, get that in. He will tell the name of that spanner or whatever. Poor Gujarati could not understand. And he was not able to do. Sardarji got angry. Arey dhokle, wo hai na. That day onwards, dhokla is an abuse for me. I don't want to eat dhokla. So when interest in the worldly things dies away, then we want to eat something, indulge somewhere. Now from the whole story what we have understood, no place in this world, no time in this world, no person in this world, no object in this world can attract our mind for all the times. This is the rule. Whether you want to believe or not, doesn't matter. This is the rule. See? And that is the reason why we go to sleep. Why people go to sleep in satsanga? Because of that. Yeah, वही ब्रह्मन दिखता तो है नहीं कभी. And there is Brahman in no time. See? Therefore, न जातु विषया केपि स्वारामं हर्षयन्त्यमि सल्लकी पल्लव प्रीतम इवेभम निम्ब पल्लवाहा. Therefore, wise people, they don't have dispassion. They are naturally not attracted to the worldly things. See? Like, now we had very good breakfast. Now for next 2 hours, the thought for food will not come in our mind. After 2 hours, again start, lunch ke liye kya hai? Because we have not discovered fulfillment. And fulfillment cannot come from external, it comes from within. Therefore, what is the spiritual practice? Therefore, know only this much. Do not be enslaved by your mind. See? Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. Our mind is our friend and our mind is our enemy. Our mind is our friend, be attentive. When the mind remains quiet. The mind is our enemy when we cannot keep our mouth shut. At two levels we have to keep the mouth shut. Externally, Vaikhari Vani. Internally, Madhyama Vani. So before we talk to anybody, ask to yourself, don't ask others, ask to yourself, is it necessary to get involved in this discussion that is going on? Ask. You will come to know, not necessary. See? We are not even aware of this. We keep on getting into any discussion going on anywhere. See? Suppose two doctors are discussing something. See, I was trying to put the stent in his thing, but it's so other doctor is doing something, and we are watching. And then, a stent kya hota hai? Who asked you to talk? See, no need. So important it is. We want to get involved. Getting involved is samsara. Withdrawal effortlessly is the sadhana. See? Therefore, before we talk to anybody on any topic, before we get involved in a discussion, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? See? It's so important. But then what happens? Like when the ulti comes, vomit, we can't hold it. And we have to go. Similarly, bolna hai, bolna. Keep your mouth shut. See, the best ideal I can tell you is Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. He did not observe Mauna, no for the certain. He did not observe Mauna. People have got this wrong notion that Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi observed Mauna. No, he did not. Then he has nothing to talk. See? He has nothing to talk. At this moment, you are not observing Mauna. You have nothing to talk. But if somebody has something to talk, but when I went to their ashram, who asked you? See, it's so important. Therefore, the first step to remain at peace with ourselves is shut up. That is Vaikhari Vani. Second stage is the Madhyama Vani. This is the simplest. Yesterday I told you, this is we call as commode yoga. Do not talk to yourself without going to sleep. Some people talk even in sleep. The height of See? Don't talk to yourself. But if you cannot, then our great masters have given us a technique. The technique is chant Lord's name. One more thing I'll tell you, very subtle point, be attentive. Thoughts do not trouble us. Then it is the flow of thoughts which makes us miserable. If you take bath in Ganges, you are comfortable. But if the Ganges are in floods, then you are not carried away by water. You are carried away by the flow of water. Exactly. Thoughts are no problem. But when these thoughts generate a current of thoughts, and in a current of thoughts we are carried away. And this is called as thought breeding. One thought breeds the next thought. And it can happen only when the theme of the thought is finite. If the theme of the thought is infinite, there cannot be second infinite. See? Finite theme. I want to have a cup of tea. Where it will be available? These people keep on sleeping so late. Let me go and try in the kitchen. Then I'll go there. But where it can be available? I don't know what I have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thoughts are breeding thoughts. Because the theme is finite. I want a cup of tea. So take another theme. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. This is complete in itself. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, or any mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, doesn't breed the next thought. And therefore, if we are unable to arrest our thought formation and become mad, that time this chanting the mantra is like a speed breaker. When the roads are open, no traffic, and you have taken more food than you can, and then you are driving, and in that lullaby, and accident is guaranteed. On the contrary, if there is a speed breaker, so chanting the Lord's name is like a speed breaker. Break the chain of thoughts. See? Slowly this thing happens. And then one day we'll come to know what I told you. Our mind cannot remain attracted towards anything which is finite. And in the infinite, the mind dissolves. So, what has to be done? Find out an infinite object so that your mind is dissolved. Now, what is infinite? Words are finite. The words are separated by the silence. Silence is infinite. Therefore, listen to silence. Listening to silence means no sound can disturb us. Somebody praises, we start gloating. Somebody condemns, we start becoming miserable. No. See, friends, then alone we can understand what is the bliss that we are. It is not gained from outside. It is not a result of sadhana. It is the wisdom born out of analyzing your own experiences in the light of the scriptural wisdom and Guru's grace. Two things. Yastu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavatyadhivasitaha abhukteshu nirakankshi tadrusho bhavadurlavaha. Such a person is real indeed in this world. Who? Yaha tu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adhivasitaha. He who is going through the experiences of this world but does not allow any impressions to be formed on his mind as like and dislike. There are only two types of impressions formed on the mind. Like and dislike. There is no third impression. Adhivasitaha na bhavati. See? But normally what happens? We have our comments. It is so beautiful. It is so nice. Where from it is? But I don't like that. Who asked you? Remember this Maha Mantra. Who asked you? We keep on talking. When it is required, then we will not talk. When not required, we keep on doing blah 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 blah. Therefore, yahatu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adhivasitaha. See? Therefore, live in this world in such a manner that likes and dislikes are not created in the mind. See? Because what is memory? Memory is a total accumulation of likes and dislikes. And among them, the dislike memories are stronger than the like memories. If you hate somebody, you will never forget him. Like Kamsa could never forget Bhagwan Krishna. Ravana could never forget Bhagwan Ram. Because hatred is stronger emotion than the love. See? So simple. In hatred we are committed. In love, ठीक है दूसरा पकड़ लेंगे. How important it is. So यहाँ तु भोगेषु भुक्तेषु न भवति अधिवासितः. Our महामंत्र, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. आओ मत कहो means what? Don't create friends. जाओ मत कहो, don't create enemies. Shatrau mitre putre bandhau ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhau. Live in this world in such a manner that don't create friends and enemies and get lost in this relative world. Be at peace and at love with everybody in this world. See. Yastu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adhivasitaha. See. किसी को आओ मत कहो, let us not be enslaved by the comforts. किसी को जाओ मत कहो, let us not hate the difficulties in our life. See? There was a hilly area. Example I can remember is when you go from Bangalore towards Andhra, you come across very huge boulders on the way, huge boulders. Similarly, in Hyderabad also you come across many huge boulders. When we were going there, I was sitting there and watching. So my friend, what are you seeing? I said, I am hearing discussion among the boulders. What you are listening? I said, you see that one boulder, it is chipped off. Yes. Other boulder is complete as it is. Yes. I said, what the chip boulder is telling? See, God is so horrible. That boulder is so comfortably, nobody bothers him. Now this fellow comes every morning with a chisel and a hammer and starts chiseling me. I don't know what sin I have done, what I have done. Oh God, why are you doing this thing? This is what I am hearing. He said, Swami, you are very funny. I said, a manufacturer's defect. What can I do? I have got that ability to hear. You don't hear even satsanga. Then it so happened, we again happened to go there after a year or two. Then I again, hey, where is that big rock which was being chiseled? Swamiji, it is taken. Where? In that temple they have made it, these Venkateshwara statues. Oh, let's go there. We went there. I did namaskar. Then I asked, should I call you Venkateshwara or a stone chiseled? Venkateshwara started smiling at me. You are right, my dear. That stone still lying there, on which crows come and do the shit. Here, people come and give me the abhishekam of milk and everything. To come to this position, he has to go through the chisel and hammer treatment. See, friends, every problem, every difficulty of our life is for our evolution. Once we take this approach to life, then na kuch pana, na kuch khona. When that big boulder was chiseled off, what he has lost? And when he became Venkateshwara, what he has gained? So the hidden Venkateshwara was brought out by the chiseling. In the same manner, the divinity that we are is brought out by the chiseling of the experiences of this world. Yaha tu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adivasitaha. Let no impression on our mind create any disturbance in our mind. See? Let the experience come and go. Yes, थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. This is regarding the experiences that come. And abhukteshu nirakanshi. See? I wish I can go there. I wish I have this thing. I wish I have that thing. See? Abhukteshu. That what is not experienced, that I want to experience. Nirakanshi. He doesn't have any passing thought. Then I want to do this, I want to have this. No. See? For the first time, initially, when I started traveling, when I used to come over here in US, so many places, new places you go, oh, we have to see this thing, that thing, see that caves, and that Yashomati mountain, and everywhere, so many places. Now, after coming for so many, now, airport to Arvind's house, खाना खा के निकल गए. Forget about whole Washington DC. See, human mind cannot remain attracted towards anything for long. But instead of recognizing this, we get unnecessarily involved. Amukteshu nirakanshi tadrusho bhavadurlavaha. Such a seeker is rare indeed. See, because our life is only this. What I have, either I hate or I want to repeat. What I don't have, I want to try. See. And yet we don't learn. The basic is, highest spiritual practice is, learn from every experience of your life. That is all. There can't be much more spiritual life than this. I tell you where I learned this. First time when we were given Gayatri Mantra Diksha, we were told, chant loudly, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 11 times, okay? But a disciple is a disciple when he doesn't listen to Guru. So I was that type. Then I started thinking, why only 11 times? I will chant 108 times. Apne awqat pehchano. I want to chant 108 times. Why loudly? I don't want to show to others. I'll do it in my mind. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs came to my help. So many windows started opening. One window, Bhur Bhusva Tasritur Varanya. Other window, I have not washed clothes for last 3 days. Third window, every day idli, dosha, they don't have anything else here. Third, it is so cold, They should provide a washing machine here. So many windows. And in one window, Bhur Bhusva. See? Therefore, we have to learn. Are we getting attached to anything or anybody? Be at home with everybody. But don't get hooked up, entangled with anything or anybody in this world. So, yahatu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adivasitaha and abhukteshu nirakanshi. Our Swami Khandaji Maharaj used to make a statement, very beautiful. He used to say, in Hindi, I'll translate in English also. He used to say, इस दुनिया में इतने चने हैं कि खाते खाते दांत निकल जाएंगे, चने खत्म नहीं होंगे. How true it is. In this world, there are so many nuts that your teeth will be worn out, nuts will not exist. We have to draw a line in our life, thus far, not further. See, in everything, in eating, in talking, in clothing, in walking, everywhere, draw a line. Thus far, not further. Abhukteshu nirakankshi tadrusho bhavadurlabha. Bhuvukshuriha samsare mumukshurapi drishyate. Bhoga moksha nirakankshi viralohi mahashaya. Ashtavakra ji is great. See what he is telling. Bhuvukshu iha samsare. In this world, there are people who are constantly wanting to fulfill their desires. One type of people. Second type of people, mumukshurapi drishyate. No, I want liberation. I want God realization. Swamiji, can I get God realization? You get these two brands. Getting involved in this world too much, withdrawn from them, going to Himalayas and stay there. And do what? Wait for somebody to come. This somehow goes such a terrible way in our head. I'll tell you one or two examples. There were two persons from Canada. One person called me and told, Swamiji, I got your phone number from somebody known to me and I want your advice. What advice? I am in Canada for last 30-40 years. Now I want to come to India, go to Himalayas and get into sannyas and then realize the truth. So I said, there is no need for you to go to Himalayas. Wherever you are, there itself you can continue spiritual practice. Coming over here, you will find only difficulties. Don't come. He got so angry. Okay, I'll find out someone else. ये brand है तो वो brand. See, we are obsessed with some funny ideas, and that person who is agreeing to whatever we say, he is a good person. And if he tells the other way around, oh no, we want those who will listen to us. We don't want to listen to anybody. And then they have got this funny notion, realization means being abnormal. See? Another person finally came. I said, look here. Don't come to India. You have been living there for last so many years. Your lifestyle is different. India, things are different. Every moment you will get frustrated. Don't come. No, Swamiji, I have already put my flat on sale and there also I have already brought. My uncle has done everything and now I am set. I want your blessings. I said, God bless you. What can I give? Came. And thereafter, the relations whom that person was sending money and everything, looted away everything. This is your house. That was not her house. No papers, no nothing. Lakhs and lakhs of dollars gone. Swami, what should I do? Then I say, जब कोई तुम्हारा हृदय तोड़ दे तब मेरे पास आना प्रिय. See, friends, if you can be happy wherever you are, then alone you are happy. See, in North Carolina, the other day one person asked, Swamiji, I want to ask you your advice. I am thinking of shifting to Gujarat. Although I come from Bombay, but I want to shift to Gujarat. What is your advice? I said, my advice is no question, no discussion. Are you agreeing? Yes. I said, don't go. I will not go, Swamiji. Your words are final for me. But tell me, what is the reason I should not go? I said, your whole life you have lived in this particular discipline. You go to India, every moment you will become frustrated. See? And then your whole life sadhana, peace will be destroyed. What is the need? Whether you die in India or you die in America, you will be burnt. Don't worry about it. यहाँ कोई अचार नहीं बनाएंगे तुम्हारा. Therefore, these two kinds of people, samsari or I want liberation. Now, Ashtavakra says, what? Bhoga moksha nirakangshi. He who is neither interested in samsara nor in liberation. Wow! Hell with the liberation. I want that, I want this, I want this, I want that. Bhoga moksha nirakangshi viralahi mahashayaha. Such a one is rare indeed. See? Many people ask these funny questions. Swami, when will I have God's vision? भगवान का दर्शन कब होगा? I said, कल्पना करो. Imagine, I am God. You have my darshan. What next?
One sec.
She is listening to me. Therefore, and this I learned from where you go to many ashrams. They call the Mahatma or the Guru as Bhagavan. See? Bhagavan Nityananda Baba, Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba, then Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. They call them Bhagavan. And I have no doubt what they tell is true. I also call them Bhagavan. We have their darshan. But what is the quality of life? The same. Conclusion, Bhagavan darshan is not the ultimate in life. See? दर्शन दो घन श्याम अनाथ मेरी आंखों में कैटरेक्ट हो गया है. Where God is not. See, friends. Then what should be done? Ashtavakra is bhoga moksha nirakangshi. Then what? When you live at zero desire level, then through you the God expresses. Instead of seeking God, let Him seek us. Now, if I had to do something here in, let's take Washington DC or in Vienna or here in McLean, I will go to either Arvind or to Arun. I will not go to her. Why? I am selecting a capable and the right person, is it not? So when I, as an ordinary person, want to get something done in this world, searching for the right kind of person, is it not? He is also searching a right kind of person who is fit enough, through whom he can express. See, my friends, now this mic is between you and me. What is the condition? The mic is capable, fit, but he doesn't have his own agenda. Now what is the agenda of the mic? Electronic onkar. Om. Or the throat clearance. Kar, 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 kar. Then what will I do? I will remove the mic. What is the fit mic? Mic which will convey my words without any alteration to the audience. In the same manner, who is the devotee of the God through whom the God expresses? See, friends, be attentive. And what is the expression of God? Be very attentive. What is the expression of vision? No choice to any color, any form. All colors and forms are eliminated by the vision. If that vision, who is not able to eliminate every color and every form, it is having defect. In the same manner, when God starts expressing through us, our life is fulfilled because through us He is expressing. And therefore, neither bhoga nor moksha, bhoga moksha nirakankshe viralo hi mahashayaha. Dekho Maharaj, this is so simple and this is so deep. Mumukshurya samsare mumukshurapi drishyate bhoga moksha nirakankshi viralo hi mahashayaha. Such great masters are rare indeed. And this is what our Mahamantra says. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Then be and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.